It's a sad story. The other day, I handed in the voodoo doll proposal to my boss, and he was sitting upright, flipping the pages back and forth in his hands, yawning and shaking his hands while signing. He looked down and tied his loosened shoelaces in an elegant bow. I sat on a small bench, looked at his shoes, and felt like the tight bow was around my neck. Finally, before those pieces of paper were ready, my boss kindly gave me a few tips. Lack of logic, not humor enough, too wordy. If you can't write this well, what else can you do? At my workstation, I held my face in my hands and looked at the computer screen in a daze. I was unmotivated to work. I knew that at this time I needed a means of vetting, so I pulled out of my bag a long scarred voodoo doll marked with my boss's name. Then, hello everyone. Next, I'll tell you whether wood dolls can improve your work efficiency. What harm does it have? Voodoo doll, a seemingly unreliable and scientifically unsupported product of superstition, actually has a long history. In ancient, before people set out on a hunt, they would shoot toward a picture of animals. They believed that they would reward the animal on the picture they shot. Witchcraft was a way to pray. Later, this gradually evolved into voodoo dolls. In later years of Emperor Wu of Han, the witchcraft rebellion broke out. According to record, Jiang Chong, a foreign minister of Emperor Wu, hid a small wooden doll in the prince's house in advance, lied that witchcraft caused the emperor's sickness, and accused him of cursing the emperor. Later, voodoo dolls began to be active in costume films and television dramas. All used voodoo dolls. Voodoo dolls are popular not only in China, but also in Europe, America, and Africa. In the United States, New Orleans street stores, voodoo dolls can be seen everywhere. There are people who make it into supreme. In Haiti, it has an additional layer of horror. Voodoo often use dolls as cursing props in night to carry out bloody rituals to summon evil spirits. Nowadays, voodoo dolls become more and more popular, especially in the sports world. Fanatic fans buy voodoo dolls of rival players and torture them in various ways. Where there's demand, there's a market. Just putting voodoo dolls, there are various and fully functional dolls, such as solving family conflicts, sectioning love cheats, praying for successful exams, punishing annoying colleagues, and many tell to be imported from Thailand. I promise to refund it if it's ineffective. It's a must. Cursing service is derived in Japan. If you don't have time or don't want to be exposed, you can ask the curse masters to do it for you. All it takes is 30,000 yen and the person's name, birthday, and photo. Since it's witchcraft, there are principles of witchcraft. In the book The Golden Bell, the British anthropologist James George Fraser summarized two principles: law of similarity and law of contact. A sorcerer can either achieve anything he wants by imitation, or he can influence someone by touching objects the person touched. They are both based on beliefs, and then objects interact by breaking the control of space-time through induction. This is not scientific. In 2018, someone studied the scientific function of voodoo dolls and won the IG Nobel Prize in Economics for it. Researchers divided 195 subjects into two groups. One group each visited a website where they could interact with voodoo dolls online, naming dolls after their bosses, while recalling the experience of having been abused in their careers. At each time they abused, they could hear the cries of pain emitted by the doll. The other group operates on nameless voodoo doll picture and simply outlines the doll with a cursor. The study showed that when testers recalled their abuse, a sense of justice also comes to them when they torture the dolls. In other words, voodoo doll can help them vent their anger. This is because in the process of abuse, employees imagine the doll as their boss. The abuse of the doll symbolically projected onto the boss. The psychology is somehow satisfied both to enhance efficiency and improve mood. If voodoo dolls can improve productivity, then every company can issue them to their employees. Why not? This research paper concludes with several additional concerns raised by researchers. A small percentage of people in experiments, for moral reasons, refuse to abuse voodoo dolls. Is it illegal to abuse voodoo dolls? Guoxiang tells us that voodoo doll abuse are legally called superstitious offense and are now illegal. This is because there's no actual cause and effect between this feudal act and the cursed person, at least from scientific point of view. So there are no legal binding clauses for voodoo doll abuse in any country. But negative effects of voodoo doll can be ignored. Long-term hatred, if not properly addressed, is likely to be transformed into violent emotions and eventually become violent actions, which are irreparable. Simply put, abusing doll is no longer enough to satisfy the revenge psychology. It's just exhausting to be alive. It can be stressful to breathe. Stress doesn't just come from work. It comes from all aspects of life. We can never get rid of pressure. There are many tragedies that people choose to end their lives because of frustration and stress. What they need may be a confidant, maybe a way to escape their plight, but definitely not a voodoo doll. In short, when a friend comes to you complaining that his boss says that a single day off is a hard-cold struggle, you can tell them that we're living in a sludge of coal and evolution, as well as disgusting drinking culture and ice-breaking culture. Might as well throw away the job at hand for a while and go to a movie. When a friend's confiding that he didn't do well in an exam and was criticized by his teacher, you can tell him that his future will not be determined by a single exam. Why not put down toys, put away the books, and go for a hike? Don't forget to enjoy the sunshine from top of the mountain. When voodoo dolls and white raves motto is to relieve stress become a daily necessity, we forget the power of friends and companionship. So next time, if someone confides in you that she was called by her boss and her job was passed over, please give her like. One act of your kindness may prevent tragedy happening.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoy it.